Comfort is the most expensive thing you'll ever pay for. Not money, not fear, not failure. Comfort. Let that hit for a second, because comfort feels good until it doesn't. It feels safe until it traps you. It feels familiar until you realize familiarity has been the cage all along. In today's episode, I want to talk about something we all battle with. It's comfort. We chase it, we crave it, we structure our entire lives to get more of it, but comfort has a dark side. Comfort is a silent killer. Comfort is what's going to kill you. It kills your ambition, it kills your creativity, it kills your potential. It kills the version of you that you could have been, and what's worse, it kills slowly. So slowly that most people don't even know they're dying. Hey guys, my name's Diego, and this is the Wealth and Wellness Report podcast. And today, we're going to talk about the hidden cost of comfort. You know, that price you pay when you choose familiar pain over unfamiliar possibility. If you've been feeling stuck, if you've been playing small, if you've been avoiding that one move you know would change everything, this episode is your wake-up call. So let's go deeper into this. You ever wonder why comfort is so seductive? Why even when you know something is good for you, the workout, the cold plunge, the difficult conversation, the bold business move, and you hesitate, you stall, you distract yourself, it's not because you're weak, it's because you lack discipline. It's not because you're not ready, it's biology, it's a survival thing. Your nervous system was built for one purpose: conserve that energy and stay alive, avoid the threat. Comfort feels like safety. Comfort feels like home. And comfort tells your brain, we're okay, no need to change anything. But growth feels like danger, because growth demands energy. Growth demands adaptation. Growth demands uncertainty. And the brain loves certainty. So what does it do? It creates 1,000 reasons to stay where you are. You'll say things to yourself like, I just need to wait until the timing is right. I need to research a little more. I'll start next month, but once things calm down, then I'll go all in. Sound familiar, you guys? That's not logic. That's fear, dressed up in responsible language. You're lying to yourself. You are biologically designed to avoid discomfort, but you are spiritually designed to grow through it. And that's the war every human fights. Comfort tricks you. It convinces you that staying the same is staying safe. But here's the truth. No one tells you your comfort zone doesn't stay still. It shrinks. Every single day you avoid discomfort, your world gets smaller. Your options get smaller. Your confidence gets smaller. Your energy gets smaller. Your self-belief gets smaller. Comfort slowly closes the walls in on you, and it's not a cozy blanket. It's a slow suffocation. I've seen this in real estate. I've seen it in business, and I've seen it in health. I've seen it in relationships. People don't stay the same. They either evolve or erode. There's no neutral. And here's the illusion. People confuse comfort with stability, but comfort is not stability. Comfort is decay. Real stability comes from capability, from resilience, from adaptability, from the ability to handle hard things. If comfort keeps you the same, capability keeps you unstoppable. Let's shift into wealth, because comfort is absolutely catastrophic for your financial life. Comfort keeps people in the jobs they hate for decades. They stay because it's stable, because they know their tasks, because they don't want to start over. Comfort creates career captivity. Comfort prevents people from investing. The market is too volatile, or I don't know enough to invest, or what if I lose money? So they avoid the risk and lose years of potential compounding. Comfort prevents business owners from scaling. They never hire help. They never delegate, and they don't raise their prices. They don't create content. They don't innovate. Why? Because discomfort is required to expand, and they avoid it. Comfort makes people avoid the uncomfortable conversations that could change everything. Their negotiations, raising capital, asking for the sale, collaborating. Comfort keeps them silent, and silence costs money. Comfort keeps their dreams small. People stay in the kiddie pool when they're built for the ocean. The hidden costs of comfort, it's not just financial, it's the life you didn't live. You heard people say, listen to your body. But most people say, listen to their body when it asks for comfort. That's what most people do, not when it asks for change. But here's the truth. Your body decays in comfort. Your movement equals stiffness, weight gain, inflammation, anxiety. Emotional stagnation leads to frustration and depression. Mental comfort lowers your ability to tolerate stress, which means life gets harder. You don't get stronger in comfort, you get weaker. The body expands in discomfort. Workouts, stretching, cold heat, discipline, consistency, intensity of the challenge. Discomfort is the language of cellular and psychological growth. So, what do? How do we deal with it? Your soul, your identity, your spirit, it doesn't grow in comfort, it shrinks. And humans are not meant to stagnate. We're meant to expand, to climb, to build, to transform. Every time you choose comfort over growth, something inside of you dies. Something inside of you dims. And every time you say yes to discomfort, something inside of you awakens. It's that feeling that we all get from that hard workout, from that hard negotiation, and from that difficult moment that you attacked. And whenever I talk about this topic, I think back to pivotal moments in my life. Every major breakthrough I've ever had professionally, financially, emotionally, spiritually, had one thing in common. It required a vision of me that didn't exist yet. And the only way to meet that version was to step directly into discomfort, to walk through a door I wasn't ready for, to take action before confidence arrived. It was really, really scary. And to believe it or not, the magic is in the work that you're avoiding. There was a deal early in my investing journey that scared the shit out of me. And on paper, it looked great. It cash flowed strong. The market was stable. It was a real opportunity. But inside, I was terrified. Absolutely terrified of losing money. Terrified of looking stupid. Terrified of making the wrong call. Terrified of stepping into a bigger pond. And for a moment, comfort almost won. It was that little voice inside that said, you should actually go against that. I almost stayed where it felt familiar and safe and predictable. But something inside me said, you didn't come this far to play small. So I said yes. And that deal changed the trajectory of my investing career. Discomfort is never a sign that you're not ready. It's a sign that the next version of you is waiting. It's essentially a signal from God or the universe or whomever you want to call that you need to be doing it. Another moment, one of the most uncomfortable experiences of my life, wasn't a deal. It was a conversation, a very hard conversation, a boundary setting conversation, a truth telling conversation. I avoided it for weeks. Even, I think it was probably months, but comfort told me, leave it alone. Don't rock the boat. Don't make it awkward. But deep down, avoiding that conversation was eating away at me. And the moment I finally had it, everything shifted inside. My energy opened, my clarity sharpened, my confidence grew. And sometimes the hardest conversations unlock the most beautiful transformations. It's really, it's ironic if you think about it. You do all of this avoiding to then go attack, and then all of a sudden, things start to work in your favor. It's really interesting. So there was a moment in building Circlefoot and Pacific Crest Commercial where I was doing too much myself. I was burning out. trying to be everything, trying to do everything, be the operator, the marketer, the leader, the visionary. And comfort told me, you got it. Just keep grinding. Just keep doing what you're doing. But growth demanded me to say, I need to delegate. I need to elevate. I need to empower others. And I wasn't comfortable letting go. I wasn't comfortable trusting people. And I wasn't comfortable releasing control. But eventually I did. And that decision opened the doors to my business actually scaling and growing and getting to new horizons that I wish that I was able to get to earlier on in my career. Because discomfort isn't a sign to stop, it's a sign to expand. And there's the first video I ever posted. That first video, the lighting was bad, the angle was weird, my voice didn't feel like me. I overthought every word, and comfort kept saying to me, don't post it. It's not ready. You're not ready. But something inside of me whispered, dude, you need to start. So I started posting it. And that first uncomfortable step led to content that built my personal brand, that expanded my other brands, my relationship, my opportunities, my impact. The first draft of anything will always feel uncomfortable. And that's why most people never create anything at all. They're stuck. It's that analysis paralysis syndrome that we're all used to hearing on social media. Everybody's talking about, well, you need to take a step. You can't just sit there and not do anything and expect for things to happen. Your identity is a living organism. It grows when it's challenged. It shrinks when it's protected. Every time you choose comfort, your confidence shrinks. Your courage shrinks. Your self-trust shrinks. Your vision shrinks. Your possibilities shrink. You keep going down the list. But every time you choose discomfort, even just 2% more than usual, your identity will expand. And that identity expansion through adversity is where the challenge is. That through that challenge, through that unknown, you don't find yourself in comfort. You find yourself when everything inside you trembles and you step forward anyway. I think of Will Smith immediately because he had this amazing ability to attack the fear inside of him when starting his career. And if you look up Will Smith, and you can come up with probably a few interviews where he talks about this exclusively. He talks about attacking the fear. But let's talk about something a little bit more practical. You know, it's the 2% discomfort rule. Every day, choose one thing that stretches you 2% beyond your normal edge. Not 20%, not 50%, just 2%. It's small enough that your nervous system won't freak out, but big enough to transform you over time. Send the DM, make the phone call, record the video, say the uncomfortable truth, go to the gym, wake up earlier, and raise your prices. Most importantly, ask for help. Start that project. Small discomforts will compound into massive identity shifts over time. Your environment matters too. If you haven't thought about it, it absolutely does. If you stay in the same place, surrounded by the same triggers, doing the same routines, growth becomes almost impossible. Environment shapes identity, and identity shapes behavior. That behavior shapes your results. You want new results? Change your environment. Work from a new location. Rearrange your space. Spend time with people who challenge you. And that's really important too. Change your friends. Look at and audit the people around you and the environment around you, and I bet you'll start changing a few things. Reduce the time with people who feed your comfort. Travel, attend events, join new communities. A new environment forces a new version of you to rise always. Another tool that I absolutely love is the discomfort sprint. Choose one uncomfortable action. Give yourself 10 to 30 minutes. Sprint through it. No thinking, no planning, no negotiating, just action. You can change your entire life in a 10-minute discomfort sprint. So think about it. What is it that you're trying to avoid? Are you hitting that snooze button? Are you wanting to be in bed for another 5 to 10 minutes? Look at it from a sprint perspective. Take 10 to 30 minutes and attack. Now let's talk about something important that I, really think is just as important as everything that I've been talking about is the anti-comfort contract. Not a real contract, but like a mental vow, a philosophy, a promise you make with yourself. I will no longer choose comfort when growth is available. I will no longer let fear negotiate my dreams. I will no longer settle for the familiar when the unfamiliar will free me. This contract changes your posture. You stop asking for things to be easier, and you start asking for yourself to become stronger. That is the mental game that we all have to play. Comfort addicts avoid resistance. It's really simple. Champions, they seek it. Every meaningful transformation requires resistance. Muscle growth. Muscles grow from resistance. Confidence grows from resistance. Mental toughness grows from resistance. Business competency grows from resistance. Spiritual strength grows from resistance. And you want to know who wins? The person who's willing to be uncomfortable longer. Because the people who learn to endure discomfort become absolutely unstoppable. It's just, you go down the episodes of the Wealth and Wellness Report podcast, and there are plenty of stories from guests who have triumphed and who have gone through their discomfort and have gone through resistance to achieve what it is that they wanted to achieve. And here's a mindset shift that changes everything. If it makes you uncomfortable, it's probably the right move. What if you started waking up toward the things that you avoid? What if you started going towards it? What if you started taking action? What if you ran towards the fear instead of shrinking from it or hiding from it? What if you learned all of these new things and applied it to your daily life? What if you leaned into the challenge instead of backing down? That's where your breakthrough comes from, you guys. It's the action. And I've said it a million times, and I'll say it 1,000,001 times. Action creates the magic that you want to see in your life. If you want a stronger body, you have to lift weights. If you want a stronger mind, you lift the discomfort. Courage is a muscle. Confidence is a muscle. Resilience is a muscle. And muscles grow through resistance. Muscles need to be worked out on a daily basis. And they need to rest as well. So put together the regimen, put together the regime, put together your routine and stick to it. Speak up when you normally stay quiet. Ask for the sale even when you're nervous. Make the phone call. Make that phone call you've been avoiding. Post that video that you're stuck on, that you feel like isn't good enough. Stop being self-conscious about it. Just do it. Go to the gym when you don't want to, and wake up with your first alarm. Try to wake up without an alarm. That is a whole nother ballgame. Try something new though. Take the meeting, say no when you need to, and say yes when you're scared. These are the discomfort reps. And these small reps of courage build an identity that doesn't fold under pressure. Because in life, you're going to be put under pressure, and it's your ability to perform in those moments that make all of the difference. Every time you step into discomfort, you move through what I call the discomfort arc. And there's several stages to this discomfort arc. And stage one is the resistance arc. You feel the pull and you try to avoid it. Stage two is the fear arc. The mind imagines everything that could go wrong. You name it, it'll go wrong. Stage three is action. You step into it anyway. And stage four is adaptation. Your system adjusts and your confidence grows. Stage five is the expansion stage. You become someone completely new. You look back and you think, why was I even scared of doing that? Every time you go through this arc, you evolve. You gain capability and your ceiling becomes your floor. That is the way. Let's talk about something called the identity gap. It's the real reason people get stuck. Now, the identity gap is the distance between who you are today and who you know you want to become in the future. And the only way to close that gap is through discomfort. You cannot think your way into a new identity. Doesn't work that way. You must act your way into it. Identity changes through evidence, not affirmations. So, what generates evidence? Action. Action, action, action. You want to be confident? Do things confident people do. Competence equals confidence. Get the reps in. You want to be disciplined? Do the things disciplined people do. You want to be wealthy? Make decisions wealthy people make. Identity is earned. It's never imagined. It's really important, you guys, that you take this tactic and you apply it to your lives, especially if you're feeling stuck. There's also something that I like to call the comfort tax. The cost you pay choosing comfort. And the tax is brutal. You pay in lost opportunities, deals you never pursued, relationships you never built, skills you never developed. You pay in regret, the what ifs that haunt people forever. You pay in identity erosion. Self-trust will drop. Confidence will drop. Capability will drop. And you pay in time. The most expensive currency there is. Comfort steals years. Years spent waiting. Years spent hesitating. Years spent planning instead of building. Comfort taxes your life in silence. And the irony in this is that people stay comfortable to avoid the pain. Yet comfort becomes the greatest pain of all. Comfort will actually create disease, dis-ease. Think about the greatest stories ever told. Think about it. Every hero, every leader, every person who made an impact had to walk through the gauntlet, had to walk through discomfort. They stepped into the unknown. They took the risks. They faced the fear. They faced the uncertainty. They faced resistance, and that resistance shaped them. No one built a legacy inside their comfort zone. No one, ever. And no one ever found purpose in their comfort zone. No one ever created wealth in their comfort zone. Show me an example, and I will show you that it's complete bullshit. Comfort will never give you the life you want, but discomfort will. Discomfort is the way. So when you stop living in comfort, when you decide discomfort is no longer something you're going to participate in, is no longer something that you're going to deal with, that comfort, when you decide discomfort is no longer the enemy, an entirely new version of yourself begins to emerge. You become more resilient. You become more courageous, more focused, more creative, more powerful, more grounded, more alive. You become someone your family can rely on. And if you're the provider, that is everything. Someone your clients can trust. Someone your younger self would admire. Talk to your 20-year-old self if you're 40. Talk to your 30-year-old self if you're 50. Someone your future self will thank. You become the architect of your life, not the passenger. That is so empowering. Being in the driver's seat and taking on all of the challenges that come your way in life. Okay, I want to get tactical now. Here's what I call the 7-day discomfort protocol. It's a reset, a pattern interrupt, and a jump start. For the next 7 days, you're going to do one uncomfortable thing per day. Just one, okay? This isn't going to be some super difficult kickoff. It's just going to be a great way to hit that 2% resistance rule. You want to get 2% better every day. So day one, do the thing you've been avoiding. Maybe it's the email. Maybe it's the phone call. Maybe it's that message. Whatever pops into your mind first, that's the one. Your intuition always knows the truth. Okay, that's day one. Day number two, Move your body beyond what feels easy. Go for a longer walk. Run farther. If you're on the treadmill for 30 minutes, do 35 minutes. Lift heavier. Stretch a little deeper and break a sweat on purpose. Discomfort through movement builds resistance. That's day number 2. Now, day number 3, say that honest thing. Tell someone the truth you've been swallowing for who knows how long. Whatever it is, set a boundary. Speak up. Honestly, honesty is uncomfortable, but honesty liberates you. Day number 4, do something new. Take a new route. Try a new food. Visit a new space. Visit a new place. Talk to a new person. Novelty rewires your nervous system. Day number 5, remove one comfort crutch. Maybe it's sugar. Maybe it's scrolling through Instagram. Maybe it's alcohol or junk food or busy work or noise or whatever it is. Let discomfort reveal who you are without your habits. Day number 6, make a bold move towards your future self. Raise your prices. Apply for the thing. Invest, launch, create the content. Say yes to opportunity. This day shifts your identity. Day number 6 is huge. Just do it. Day number 7. This one, I love this one. Sit in silence for 20 minutes. No music, no phone, no distraction, just you and whatever rises to the surface. For most people, this is the most uncomfortable. Don't just work, stand there. And the most transformative experience can happen through just being still. So if you do these 7 days, like you really do them, you will feel absolutely different. You will think different. You will move different. These aren't just habits. They're invitations to evolve. This is your invitation to become your 10.0 self. So when you step into this discomfort intentionally, guess what happens? Your nervous system begins to trust you. You stop living in the fear. You stop catastrophizing the unknown. You stop thinking from challenge. You stop shrinking from challenge. Your nervous system starts saying, oh, we didn't die. We actually grew. We actually handled it. We actually rose. That's how you build emotional safety, not through comfort, but through courage. Your body remembers the times you ran towards fear. It remembers the times you broke patterns. It remembers the times you chose growth over ease. The body is always listening. It never shuts off. There's only one bad day. And here's the paradox. High performers don't feel less fear. They don't feel less discomfort. They don't feel less uncertainty. They just interpret those sensations differently. Low performers think discomfort means danger, risk, inadequacy, unknown failure. High performers think discomfort means expansion, opportunity, evolution, strength, alignment. They feel the same sensations, a tight chest, racing heart, sweaty palms, but they interpret them differently. Discomfort is not the signal to stop. It's the signal that you're right on track and you're right on time. That is the way. Remember, discomfort is not the signal to stop. It's the signal that you're right on track. Every breakthrough comes down to a 3-second window. 3 seconds where you feel the spike of fear. 3 seconds where your old identity screams. 3 seconds where your comfort zone begs you to turn back. 3 seconds where your old identity screams. 3 seconds where your comfort zone begs you to turn back. And in those 3 seconds, you have a choice. You can either retreat and pay the comfort tax, or you could step forward and meet the version of yourself that's been waiting. You decide your future in windows of 3 seconds. There are 3 types of discomfort you must master. There's physical discomfort, there's emotional discomfort, there's psychological discomfort. And in the physical discomfort, the body needs stress to grow. In emotional discomfort, the heart needs truth to heal. In psychological discomfort, the mind needs challenge to expand. These 3 discomforts build the trifecta of an unshakable human being. It's these 3 discomforts that we all need to tackle and attack every single day. And when comfort whispers, when you're doing these tasks, and it will, you need a checklist. Ask yourself, am I avoiding growth? Is this discomfort actually a sign I'm on the right track? What would my highest self choose? If I don't do this, what will it cost me? Will I regret this in 5 years? Is this fear or intuition? Which action aligns with my future, not my past? This checklist forces alignment, truth, and momentum. Imagine who you would become if you stopped choosing comfort. Imagine who you'd be if you did the hard thing anyway. If you had the uncomfortable conversations, if you made the bold decisions, if you stepped into those opportunities, if you ever overcame hesitation, if you ever honored your potential, who would you become? Who would you be 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 5 years from now? I bet you'd be unrecognizable in the best way possible. Your uncomfortable self is your true self. The comfortable version is the scared version. That's a huge difference. I'll repeat that. Your uncomfortable self is your true self. The comfortable version is the scared version. There's a moment, and it's a specific moment where everything changes. It's not when you succeed, believe it or not. Not when you get the deal. Not when you get the recognition. It's when you say, I'm done living small. It's when you make that choice. It's when you walk into discomfort willingly. When your chest opens, with your heart grounded, and with your mind steady. This is the moment you take your power back. Not one, not twice, not 3 times. No one can take it from you, and no one can give it to you. Before we end this episode, I want to challenge you one more time. Not just inspire you, not just motivate you, but really challenge you. For the next 24 hours, choose one uncomfortable action, one move that scares you, one step that stretches you, and do it. And when you do it, tag me, DM me, shoot me a screenshot or whatever it is. I want to celebrate that moment with you, because that one small step will shift your entire trajectory. And I mean it, you guys. I want you to DM me, shoot me a DM on Instagram, or comment below on this podcast and YouTube. I want to hear about that one task that you took on. Comfort feels safe, but it steals your life in slow motion. Discomfort feels scary, but it gives you your life back. You don't need more motivation. You need more courage. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a bold step. You don't need the comfort zone. You need the growth zone. Comfort will cost you your dreams. Discomfort will deliver them every single time. I believe in you. Not the comfortable you, not the scared you, not the shrinking you. I believe in the version of you that has been whispering this whole time, that has been begging this whole time to be unleashed. It's time. It's time to rise, you guys. It's time to expand. It's time to step into the fire. It's time to build the life you know you're capable of living. It's time. And I'm here with you, doing it with you all along the way. Comfort is the most expensive thing you'll ever pay for. I promise. Growth is the most valuable thing you'll ever earn. Choose growth every time. You guys, this is another episode of the Wealth and Wellness Report podcast. My name is Diego. I'm your host. I want to hear about all of your stories, and I'll see you on the other side of discomfort. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, click the button below, and we'll see you on the next episode. Stay tuned.